Praise be to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahashai, Bahashem Yakakadash, the Bohanas to the Elder and the Apostle of Great Miston. Peace, blessing, and salutation to the Akim pushing this truth to the four winds of heaven. I wanted to touch about, I'm doing a series of lessons on the Torah, man, because you got many heart Negroes in Babylon who can't leave Babylon with their mind, man. We're telling them to flee from Babylon. That's why they got hurt every time the apostle brings this word, man. Talking about the damsel and calling us rapists and all of that kind of shit. Because you don't know. You haven't been taught about moral standard, man. You haven't lived the morals and the standard, man. This involves custom, man. Esau don't have custom, don't have anything. That's why when we bring the Torah, you get hurt, you get. This is another thing which some tribe here in Africa practice. This is Deuteronomy 22 and 13, talking about the token, man. I will mention even the tribe, man, to show you that they are Israelite. If any man take a wife and they go to her and hates her, and they give occasion of speech against her, and they bring up an evil name upon her, and they say, I took this woman, and when I came to her, I found her not a maid. First of all, these tribes, they put like a white cross there down, man. And the aunties, they will be the first to confirm, man, and the elder, that the woman was a virgin, man, was a maid. And then it says, the father of the damsel and her mother taken and bring forth the token of a damsel virginity unto the elder of the city in the gate. And the damsel father shall say unto the elder, I gave my daughter unto this man to wife, and he hates her. And lo, he has given occasion of speech against her, saying, I found not thy daughter a maid, and yet this as a token of my daughter virginity, and they shall spread the clothes before the elder of the city. And the elder of that city shall take that man and chasten him. And it shall amaze him with 100 shekels of silver, and give them to the father of the damsel, because he has brought up evil name of the virgin of the Israel. And they shall be his wife, he may not put her away all his day. But if this thing is true, and the token of virginity be not found of the damsel, then they shall bring out the damsel to the door of her father's house, and the men of the city shall stone her with stone that he die, because he has allowed foreign Israel to praise the whore in her father's house. So shall thou put evil away among from you. So in the case of stoning the damsel, this don't happen here in Africa because of Esau. I don't know back in the day if they did this, but putting a token when the husband and wife are having sex, this new couples are having sex, this is done in different tribes here in Africa. Plain and simple. So I'll be going to this different series, man, of the Torah or Torah to make you understand. You and Westers, man, you who say there is no Israelite here in Africa, man, so that you can understand, man, so that you can understand and come out of that madness, man. So that you can understand. So this culture being practiced here in Africa, man, different tribes, man. This does not happen to anybody, man. This is Israelite, man. So that you can speak, man. The commandment is the same thing you use to prove that the northern kingdom of Israel by looking fringes and their cultures and their language, that is, it resembles the Israelite, different archaeologies and that. We can use also this, we can use the truth in both ways, man, to prove that there are a bunch of Israelites here in Africa, so you can understand. These are different cultures which are done here in Africa, man. I didn't have a time to do these lessons, but I will be doing more lessons about the central root and the different root of slavery, who caught who in Africa. I'll be mentioning tribes, man. So if you get hurt, I don't know, man, about that. What I will be bringing here is the harsh truth, man, about the Torah. Man. The Torah is an offense, man. to use stupid ass Negro, man. The Torah is an offense because you haven't departed from Babylon, man. The Torah that is saying that I will set them in order. And that scripture which says that I will set them in order before your eyes, man. Forgetting that scripture, man. I will set them in order before your eyes, man. It was talking about moral standard, man, and the judgment, man, and reading the scripture in an Eastern mindset, not a beach as mindset. Like you, different brothers who do, you get hurt, and all of that, you fall out because of little stupid things. You try to bend the scripture the way you want so that you won't have the elder ruling on you. You hurt, man. You don't have anything, man. You hurt, man. And you haven't departed from Babylon for sure. That's why you get hurt. That's why you get hurt. And all of that. I mentioned one tribe on which do this is the token things, the token of virginity. It is called the Wajita. They call them Wajita. The people in the Great Lakes of East Africa, man. When I'm talking about East Africa, I'm talking about Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania. I'm not talking about Ethiopia. So you can understand, even Tanzania, Uganda, and Kenya are East Africa. For you bagger, you have to say, you can say, he's talking about Ethiopia now. I'm not talking about Ethiopia. I'm talking about the Israelite here on Central Africa and the Southeast Africa, and the Congo and the West Africa, man. I hope the lesson was edifying. Until next time, shalom. What is this?